Right now, cross-border payments are broken because the money and the compliant messages travel on completely separate rails. What you're about to see is the first protocol to fuse ISO compliant messaging directly into the payment transaction itself. Both institutions get instant reconciliation and a permanent audit trail on Ledger. But because the sensitive data is destroyed immediately, there's absolutely no database or ciphertext left to target. Here we scan to authenticate, binding the sender's identity to the DNA anchor. Once signed, this anchor cannot be claimed by anybody else. Observe the payload generation. The transaction details and high compliance data are processed entirely in local RAM. We are not writing this to a central database or to disk anywhere. This is the payment and the ISO message proof in one signature. The anchor is being written to the ledger permanently. Once signed, it cannot be altered, reversed, or denied. The ledger just became the compliance department. The institution no longer owns the liability for this message. The protocol has sent it into entropy. Every financial institution today has a compliance and a very expensive data liability challenge. This solves both in one transaction. In this case, the hook validates the anchor before the payment moves. Not just checks for it, it validates it. A fake anchor blocks the transaction. A real one clears it. Legacy compliance runs after the fact on a server reviewed by a human. This runs before on the ledger every single time. This message never existed in readable form outside this browser. The hook made sure the payment couldn't clear without proof, and the liability is completely gone. What you have just witnessed is the fusion of an ISO 20022 message and a payment into a single, inseparable transaction. The payment and the message are one. They cannot be separated, reordered, spoofed, or hacked. A ZPK enforcer hook is integrated directly into the receiving address. It is mathematically impossible for the payment to settle without a compliant message. The Xahau ledger examined the DNA anchor embedded in the transaction and returned it successful. ZPK is not encryption. It's the end of persistent data in vulnerable ciphertext. It can be used in any use case. This just happens to be a great one.